Redeeming season, let's go.
You stole my line. I said that right before we started recording. Okay, my name is Charizardforthewin. Let's continue the Avatar reviews right before Book 4, which comes out in a couple days. Holy crap.
I'm freaking out.
Book 3, Change, which is a really cool season.
You know what the changes? It becomes good again.
Like,
I really like the season. Like, I like it
yes.
more than season 1 and 2, actually. It's like my favorite season. So
I'm not even sure. I'm not sure if this is better than season 1 or better.
It's
definitely better than 2.
I don't know if it's better than
it's
season 1.
definitely
I just liked it more because opinions.
Yeah, like, okay, so one thing that they just started, like, with this one, they just decided to fix a lot of the problems with the first,
it's like,
with the
okay.
second season.
You see,
like,
Unlock, that wasn't our plan. You see, he screwed up, like, with, like, what we did with that whole season. Yeah. No, our plan was, like, anarchy, and we're a bunch of terrorists. It's like, that's cool. I dig that shit.
Yeah, like, in this one, they have this group of 4
terrorists.
They're all the different bendings.
I'm like, oh, it's like the 4 elements. I'm like, cool, it's kind of like this anti-White Lotus. It's like, we're the Red Lotus. I'm like, called it.
You did not call it.
No, I said though it kind of like an anti-White.
You didn't say that to my face.
I know.
Anyways,
I said called it when I watched it.
Alright, but yeah, so here is the main one who becomes an airbender. He's a really cool villain.
When he becomes an airbender, it's cool because he's like, he breaks Gazan out or whatever, like the lava bender, Gazan.
Yeah.
And then, like, Gazan's like, oh, you're an airbender now. He's like, yeah, it's the spirits gave me airbending. It leaves me to believe that our path is a righteous one. And it's like, oh, it's cool.
And it goes,
I like that.
It goes kind of back to the thing that Amon had going for him, is that their ideals have relevance. Like,
and you can understand them to like an extent. Unalak's just like bad.
Unalak was like, I'm gonna destroy the world.
Why?
Like, because I'm a bad
with
guy.
My doomsday device.
Yeah, that's literally what it was.
Yeah,
which is kind of sad, but like, it goes back to what Amon was cool about, and Zahir was really cool, and then
Zuko's in the season.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, like I like the part. I feel like he was best in that one episode where he's like, "Oh yeah, this one girl, she can explode things with her mind." Kind of like that one guy I hired to kill the Avatar. It didn't end up working, but you know.
Oh, that's episode 4. I remember that.
That was great.
Like the beginning.
That was fantastic.
And he's like talking to Eska and Desna.
And
Eska
just like have like a cameo there. They're like,
and they're just kind of like,
she's like, yeah, I tried to kill the Avatar when she stole my boyfriend. So yeah. And then like
that's the whole conversation.
That was fantastic, and it's like it's like a great. There's something to like awkward elevator scenes. I feel like this should be like a top 20 list. Like there's so many great ones.
Like the one in episode 2 because Hayden Christensen is talking in it.
Oh no.
It's so awkward.
I meant like of the show.
No, it's painful to watch.
Okay, like Spider-Man 2, there's a great one. But okay, that's a different video.
It rides up in the crotch a little bit.
Okay, this is why we make half-an-hour videos. Okay,
I really like the bad guys. Like they're not even bad though. It's cool. I like that
main thing
stuff
about the season that's really, really great. Is they
have these really cool villains.
Mainly Zahir. The other 3 are cool.
Yeah, but they're not as interesting.
They're not as interesting. I think that's the main thing. They're just kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. But I think it'd be cool if they like develop them like as like a group, maybe a little like the other 3 a little more like as them. Like maybe we could have like almost like Out of Gas and Firefly. If we had like them all 3 showed all 3 of them meeting Zahir.
Yeah.
At one
if
point,
we saw a little bit more of their backstory, of the villain's backstory, that would have made them even greater, even better.
Yeah, I read a thing that said like
the best season ever.
Zahir and Pali, like Pali's the combustion blow up shit.
Yeah.
Chick, they were like childhood friends.
Yeah, that would
have been cool to see. Like,
they,
almost like
this guy who figures out
I'm almost imagining like a Xavier and Mystique type thing.
They meet up this one chick who doesn't have arms, but then she figured out.
And then they're like, and then
like that would have been cool.
Yeah,
they're like the anti X-Men or something. Like the Brotherhood of Evil, basically, which is cool. Like, and it would have been kind of cool to see them all like meet up or something.
Yeah,
meet up for coffee or something one day.
Yeah,
and they're like let's form a league.
Oh yeah, Korra is good in this season. She's like Korra, and like she felt like what Korra should have been at the end of season 1, where she feels like where she seems like less like making less ballsy moves. Like she seems rational. Like she thinks. Oh no, like
she uses.
I mean rational as in reasonable. Sorry, I don't. She thinks with her brain.
Yeah,
not her fists.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's that one part Where, I mean, like, there's that one airbender who doesn't want to be an airbender, and she's like, yeah, you're coming with me, and he's like, no, screw you, and, like, that's fun.
No, I want to go waste away my life in my basement.
I want to watch TV all day. I want to just binge watch Korra. It's a great show. No. And there's, like, her, basically, she doesn't have a lot of character development in this, but she's not freaking annoying.
Yeah,
so
and
it's a reasonable compromise.
It's also what I really liked. Is that Mako and Bolin become more interesting characters because of what they do with them in this season. Like they get they spend the night on the street, like in the streets. Like I remember it's like sleeping on a pile of garbage. It's just how I remember it. Like,
we get to see a little bit more of their backstory and some of their
fruit stand scam and like stuff like that. Yeah. I was like, wow, it was like these. They've really been out on the streets for quite a while. Like, it occurs to you, and you meet some of their family and like
stuff like that. Their family's still kind of poor and stuff, and it's kind of cool to actually see more about them. Just like we see more about Lynn, which I thought was pretty cool.
I love that. I love that. Old moves,
I mean,
so good.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like I think they probably could have done like a super amazing, awesome backstory for Lynn. But this one was a pretty cool.
Yeah, this one was cool because
I like that we actually get to see
her
scar
since like season 1.
We never saw until this point what the scar, what even the scar was.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, now I see why you're really pissed at your sister, and it's like, cool, go kill her. I hope you murder her.
And her sister's pretty cool too.
Yeah, and then her kids like her one kid makes fun of modern art.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
And, it's just, that's the only one of the things I think is less good about the season. It's just, so many characters.
Yeah.
Like, there's this new airbender kid who joins them because the spirit portal made it so that there's airbenders now. I don't think we mentioned that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You should know that by now.
And Boomy is an airbender now, which ruins the only thing going for his character, other than, him being funny, which he still is, but now he's an airbender, so it's like, haha, I didn't disappoint Dad after all. Yay!
Welcome to the I Disappoint Dad Club.
Yeah. It's like he just got out of that club or something.
Yeah.
He got to the cool kids club or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, that I thought was dumb because now there's nobody that isn't a bender except for Asami.
Pema.
I guess her as well.
Yeah.
Why didn't she get airbended?
Yeah, she can die. I really don't care about her. She could be shot in the head with an actual bullet, and I'd be like, I would clap.
She could get shot in the boob and then just bleed out. She's like, this is the most painful thing ever, and I'd be like, that's too bad.
You should have married someone else.
Should have married someone who wasn't an asshole. And if Tenzin shot her too, I wouldn't even.
He's like, I'm sorry, Pema.
She's like, oh, you shot my boob. That really hurt. That's how it should.
Looks like I'm gonna have to buy formula.
That's how the season should have been.
Come on, Rowan, let's go. Who the hell names their kid Rowan? I do.
That's actually a good impression, or at least for that. I do. Okay. I mean, Tenzin was fine this season. He didn't have a story arc, but that's fine. He doesn't need to. Yeah. Same with Korra. She didn't have a character.
Tenzin and Senior have a really cool battle, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Lava bending is pretty cool. I guess Bolin can do it now. That's fine, I guess.
I really like what they did with one, they introduced lava bending as a thing.
That's a cool thing.
That's a cool idea because it's
cool
water
thing.
bending. They can freeze it. They can make it steamy.
Yeah.
And then this one dude's like, hey, why can't I melt rocks? Wait, I can.
Yeah.
And
I mean, usually in Avatar they explain, oh, you just kind of change the Earth so that it gets warm, and then once you get it hot enough, it becomes a liquid. Usually they have some kind of I guess they don't really need to say that, but for Bolin to be able to control the lava, you expect him to be like, oh, I figured out how to change the temperature of rock. So
I figured out how to say it. It's you know what my theory is? It's he figured out how to bend because he was in a life-threatening situation.
Yeah, I mean, I get that too, but I don't know. If it goes back to bending's just a thing that some people can do, and they don't need any skill or training for it. And where in Avatar it was it's very skill based, and it took them some of the many practices of the moves and stuff before they could get it, which we kind of saw with Korra when she learned air, but not really. She just couldn't get it right away, and then suddenly, oh, I can airbend now.
That's just something with Korra overall, though.
Yeah,
but something I want to mention is that we see more characters actually get killed in this season than all of Avatar as a thing.
Well, I mean,
Like,
yeah, I guess there's I feel like there's a bunch of red shirts that drowned in.
No, but I'm talking about like
like
Earth Queen, Pali, Minghua, and Gazan all die.
That's true.
They all get killed.
And brutally too. Like,
and like, okay, when Pali like got killed, I'm like, oh shit! Like,
yeah,
it's just like
that's like whoa.
It's like metal thing to sit there, and then
what kind of sucks about her too is that her explodey isn't as cool as.
I have a theory. I have a theory.
What's your theory?
She actually talks. 2, she has a brain. Like Combustion Man, all he's focusing on is boom.
Kill.
And his kill. That's all he focuses on. When she has emotions and like a love interest, and she has fire, like she can actually firebend, like she actually does that.
Yeah.
Where she's a lot less focused on just kill, so it's less powerful.
So it limits her potential.
Yeah, it limits her potential.
She didn't let go of her earthly tether.
Like Sahir did.
No,
but his earthly tether exploded, so...
yeah, so he didn't really let go of it. It just kind of was destroyed. Oh yeah, and the Earthquake suffocates. Yeah. Which is scary.
No, that was cool. Like, it's like we haven't seen...
That's freaky.
I want to mention something.
We haven't seen Airbender.
Okay, we haven't seen Airbenders airbend, like, very much. Like, we've seen Aang and Korra and Tenzin and like Tenzin's kids. That's about it though. That's all we've seen of airbending up until this point.
Yeah.
Then we get to see more evolution of it, like the actual idea of taking the air out of someone's body. And then Sahir flies and it's like, this is cool. I like this. It's like the next step in airbending because we haven't seen that yet. And then like a bunch of airbenders make like a frigging tornado and it's like, that's cool. We haven't seen much things like that.
Yeah, there actually hasn't been many tornadoes now that I think about it.
No, there's like, look, I made a mini tornado in my hand. Ooh. Aang's like, I can do this.
Like that one guy in first class where it's like, and then he goes,
I was thinking, Aang's like, I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I almost had an idea, but I forgot. So here's really cool. I like that they can fly because that's kind of like what the Sky Bison can do. So it's like, all right, and they're airbenders, so I guess that kind of makes sense for a thing that's able. That's
it doesn't really.
Like, and they have a really cool fight with
Korra in the Avatar state. This is the first time we've seen Korra in the Avatar state fight like Korra in the Avatar state without her being like a bitch.
She kind of did some cool stuff in season 2.
But this was really cool because she actually had more opportunity to bend all the elements because she was kind of in a similar area that Aang was when he fought Ozai.
It was actually very reminiscent of that.
It almost felt like an equivalent of it. And like at the end, like I'm pretty sure like she takes a couple big falls and it's like, oh, it's like
she like
breaks
her legs.
Yeah, she's pretty sure she breaks her ankles or
something.
something.
They pretty much.
And like
it's
she
like
breaks her legs.
Because we were watching that, I'm like, oh, she's definitely broke her ankles there. But like, and then later, I was expecting her to get up and be fine, but it's like she's in a wheelchair later. It's like, oh, okay.
No, that was also because like the poison was in her for too long, so it like damaged her. Physically.
I mean, but I feel like it was from that. It feels like from that fall.
There was a couple falls, but there was one fall in particular where it was like that was a pretty big drop. I heard maybe a little bit of a crack. Like, yeah.
And it's actually kind of cool because. Although, like, I was kind of underwhelmed with the defeat of Sahir.
I like the battle leading up to it,
and I kind of like the after of it of how she's like. It looks like she's gonna like be depressed or something, and not be able to help out and be the Avatar. We'll see. We'll see how that goes in
season 4,
which is Balance, which is a great title to end everything.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna
be
everything back into balance.
It's gonna fix. It's gonna be the end all of Korra, basically.
Yeah,
which is cool. I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for that. Yeah, when you said like I didn't even register, my brain didn't even register when season 4 came out. I was like, oh look, another season of Korra. We're probably getting like season 5 or whatever. But it's the end all.
No,
so
it says it's like this is the last season.
It's the final season.
By the way, in case you weren't sure, this is the last one.
Ooh,
and it comes out.
Something I have to mention: the terrorists have pretty awesome theme music.
Yes! Oh my gosh! The Red Lotus. Theme
music is like
fantastic. I love it so much
because there's like the Korra season 3 trailer music and like it got me all hyped for it. And then I'm like, oh, it's playing. And it's like, oh, cool! It's the bad guys theme. It's not like some frigging thing they play sometimes.
It's not just like there's
and there's like one part where don't they like blend it with the Avatar theme? Some parts
they blend it with the Korra theme for sure, which is like I know it ends like an episode like that.
Yeah,
and so and there's definitely some really cool stuff. Okay, yeah. The only really bad thing is there's a lot of characters now, and so it's kind of hard to keep track of some of them.
Hey, I made a family tree. It's okay.
Yeah, I know, but the fact that you had to make a family tree.
Yeah,
I feel like
I made like 3.
And they did sort of stick to more Avatar stuff.
We've done this in like 5 seconds. They 6 Avatar stuff and remind me of Avatar was